Hello, just want to make a quick video on how to make some rooted cuttings. Here I have a vining plant of Spatulata by Albo Marginata. You may have seen it in my last video. It has been making uppers very nicely, but that has reached its point where I believe it's not going to do much more. So I do have here is quite a long vine. It did shorten out a little bit towards the end. You can notice that the inner lobes have gone from about 2 inches and slowly gotten tighter. So back to 1 inch at this point, and it's at the point where, I mean, the leaves are much smaller because it is a lot closer to the light, but I do intend on dividing it so I can make money. So what I usually have is, your pots. So I did take these random clear pots, put names on them. I do have holes around 9. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 here. Yeah. And I probably won't need that much, but here I am. Sometimes people will use rooting hormone. I've used it last time and it did work. So it works. Of course, you will need your potting mix. This is a regular Highlander potting mix. You can get, you can make your own, but I bought mine. So that's a lazy part on me. But most importantly, if you want to save your plant, you do want to make sure there is a little basil shoot here. So I do have one. It's not fully out yet, but I'm still going to cut it anyway. So what people usually do is they cut off the pictures off first. I'm just going to cut the main plant right away. So I'm going to be pretty sad about this. So. Okay, I do want to loosen up these ties because they will be useless pretty soon. And I'm going to snip here. I do have these scissors. You used to use garden shears, but I don't have any at the moment, so here I am. I'm going to cut down at the base. I'm not going to cut right at the bottom. I'm going to just cut right above here. And there we go. So let's go up. This will have the leaf on. I guess I can slip it out. Okay, I can't zoom it out, but here you have the vine. So let's move this aside. Very beautiful pictures. I should have taken photos with them, but I did not. So yeah, you see how people usually cut them off after this, but they're so nice. It's the same to see them go. I will, I can try to preserve it, so I will keep this to the side in some water. These are really nice, so I don't want to waste that. Okay. So what we have here is the vine. At each point there is a node. Where was it? So, okay, where am I? Okay. So a node is like where the thing would push out a new growth. So each leaf has 1 node. And I'm learning a new thing. Is it a funky looking thing? Alright. So here would be a node here. This leaf. 1 here. They look like, on some species that are more pronounced, but this one's just like a little dot color. So let's go down. I don't know how the camera looks on your end. So if I start from here, So here I would cut 1, 2, 3, and cut here at the base, so I have something to cut at. There's one. Hopefully I am doing this all right, because I'm doing this from memory. So here's 1, 2, 3. That's another cutting, and snap. And 1, 1, 2, 3. So I'm just trying to be a little more easier since the stems are a lot longer. And well, I'll still try with this one, but 1, 2, 3. Of course, the very bottom is dead. Of course, and there's a chance with this one, but it's woody stem. No good. I don't have a trash can near me, so. Alright, so here we have some cuttings, like 4. So 4. So the next thing to do is cut off, dead leaves. You don't need that, obviously. You can try to, and cut off your leaves halfway. Of course, that goes for every one of them, because they do not need to make any, leaves at the moment. They just need to make roots. So there's that. There's that. Of course, with these ones, you do want to leave the active node on, so it can continue to grow. So that's quite a mess. There we go. Now, what some people do is they'll take the longer end of this, the plant, and they'll scrape it. Some people, they'll just, with the scissors or shears, they'll cut it at an angle. Where personally, I just use these, blade here's very thinly scrape it. Well, you don't have to be aggressive. I'm being a little bit aggressive right now. This is kind of too far. I didn't really scrape it. I just kind of sliced it off. Well, I'm going to try with that one. So, you just scrape it so it gets more surface to area on there. I'm probably contaminating it with my fingers. Just nice and gentle. Yeah. There we go. Where is the? Here we are. So, and this one. Okay. Cut up. So here's our. Well, where's the fourth one? Oh. Okay. So here's our cuttings. I don't know if you can see it. You can't tell the angle. I don't have the screen facing me. So yeah, here are your cuttings. You are very nice, very pretty. So now you just take your rooting hormone, a few taps. Okay, I should have done that. I thought it was sealed. You know what? And then what I do is just dip, tap, and put aside. Dip, tap, and put aside. And so dip, tap, and put aside. And well, I guess I can try. This is like, see, I'm trying to get to the green of it. So, and tap, oh, insert, and tap, okay. So, as for the cups, no, you guys know how to repot. I'm sure of it. But, just bring my pot in closer real quick. So here, of course, I have a, as I mentioned, basic Highlander mix. So what I'll do, I'll just take, I don't know if you can see me, but I'll just take a, so, just a little bit at the bottom so I have space to put it on top. Maybe like 2 inches for the cup I'm using, maybe 1.5 inches, I can't tell. There we go. I don't, personally I don't like stuff it in there. I like a little air. Depends on the plant, obviously, but it works for me. For now. Tickle. And then I move this here. And so for this example, I'm just gonna, there we go. Just gonna grab a handful here. Just grab it and wrap it tight. Well, not really tight, just to be snug. And this is very awkward. It's not very efficient. I'm doing this sitting down, and the bucket's about 1 foot up here. Oops. Okay. So this is a basic. Well, I'm not really trying with this one, it's a wood stem. So there's that. There's one. Looks like I will add a little more just to make it happy. Let's see, 21. Okay. What some people will do, they'll just fill up the pot and stick a hole in it. But I like the feeling of moss in my hands. Who doesn't? Oops. There we go. Just not very efficient, but there we go. Very cold moss too. Just imagine clean up after this. It's not very dirty. It's not very dirty. I'm just, There we go. They're all happy little cuttings. Okay. So, look at that. A seed, a root. I wonder where that came from. It's very nice. I can try to do like this. Looks like there's extra water in here for some reason. Looks like I don't have to water my plants. Well, the cuttings, I mean. There we go. Good as new. Oh. And here, this one looks very successful. And we get around here. Okay. Okay, just add too much there. So there we go. Okay, so at this point, I would be assuming that my mess is, recycling. I did buy these new cups. I did, find duplicates. So usually I bag them, but this time I'm just gonna go. And then, I don't have tape at the moment, but I would tape them. Oh, looks like it's leaking. So Just imagine that's closed. There we go. Of course, you do want to. Whatever. Well, you can imagine that there is going to be holes in them, and I did not make the holes yet. So, and well, so here would be your cuttings, at least my attempt at one. And all you have to do is like wait a few weeks. Depends on the species. I bet this one would be pretty fast. It's easy grower. Yeah, and here we are. We have our 4 cuttings. There's not much to it. I just hope I made everything as reliable as I hope it is. Thank you.